ロから見る日本のアニメが人気なわけです。古橋さん、よろしくお願いいたします。
こんにちは。静岡県から来ましたグースこと古橋空って言います。僕の趣味ってアニメ鑑賞なんですけど、今日はそのアニメについて熱く語っていこうと思います。ではお聞きください。Everyone, do you like Japanese animation? I love it. It's really wonderful. Today, I'll talk about Japanese animation with great emotion. Recently, Japanese animation is established as a Japanese subculture. In fact, it has been getting closer from all day. Especially, I'll introduce to popular Japanese animation that I like. That is ReZero starting life in another world. ゼロから始める異世界生活。Probably you don't know about this, but this anime is really interesting. So I'm going to introduce to the ReZero. The leading character is Subaru, who is a boy going through puberty. He was reckless. One day, the story begins with him standing in front of a convenience store. Suddenly, he is strayed into a different dimension world. He was given the ability to survive this pitiless world. This ability is called 死に戻り. This means that he can time travel to the past if he almost dies. By using this ability, he continues fighting against the fate of death without end. Especially, my favorite part of this anime is Subaru, who originally was going through puberty, overcomes many difficulties using ability. He finally grows up as a hero. In addition, a lot of individual characters appear, and the fighting scene is really exciting. Recently, Japanese animation trend is the different world transmigration, especially on them. ReZero is a very interesting anime. After all, Kojiki, which is about Japanese mythology, says the land of the dead and the land of the living of the dead exists a different world different dimension at the same time. Like that, I think a lot of Japanese people sympathize through this animation. I think the concept of the different world transmigration is acceptable for the Japanese mind. There are a lot of genres in Japanese animation. For example, science fiction, love, fantasy, horror, history, and so on. Japanese anime is splendid because of desert part. 会場にお越しの皆さん、きっとまだアニメを一回も見ていない方もいるではないでしょうか。なのでこのイベントが終わり次第必ずアニメを視聴してみてください。 Thank you for your attention.
ありがとうございました。アンディ先生、コメントお願いします。
Goose, that was a really interesting speech. Thank you so much. I admit I'm not a big fan of anime. I know it's very, very popular all over the world, but I just never have gotten into it. But some of the things that really do impress me about it is how deep a lot of the stories in anime are. Like this ReZero sounds like a really interesting story, so I may try and check it out sometime. But compared to Western cartoons, just Japanese anime seems to always have a deeper meaning, something that Perry would know far more about than me because he is a much bigger fan of it. So thank you very much for your hard work. Great job.
学院長、コメントお願いします。
よくここまでたどり着きましたね。素晴らしいですね。英語では、コミックって言ってもう普通に昔のターザンとかスーパーマンとかスパイダーマンとかあったんですけど、日本のこのアニメとかこの漫画の世界って今、アンディ先生が言ったようにすごい深い深いところまでいろいろ下げてるから、子供の読み物というよりは大人から子供まで全部の読み物なんですね。だからそこを一生懸命今君がやってるわけだから、さらに深めて君自身が何か漫画を描いてみたらなんかいい作品ができるかもしれませんね。頑張ってください。